A better job, you know.
Why do you want to do this?
Tiring. Hey, how much money do you make? What, are you too embarrassed to tell me?
How about this? You can come work for me. I'll charge you $2,000 a month, plus room and board. It's not hard work.
Just think about it.
Yeah, well, what the hell's going on here? What did you do here, lady?
I'm sorry. Give me a towel.
I'm sorry, hold on.
I'm sorry.
Are you alright, Namu? I'm fine. Hey, there's a storage room back here, and it's big. Hey, will you help me clean it up when you're done with that?
Just give me that damn towel.
Okay, I'm coming.
Hurry up.
And that we end this edition of Chinese Theatre. Thank you for tuning in and see you tomorrow.
From epic tales of mystery and magic to accounts of battle and empire. From the verses of the ancient poets to the masterpieces of our times. CRI brings to life China's literary heritage. Join us for A Light on Literature.
On today's A Light on Literature, CRI begins its presentation of The Spirit of the Chinese People, written by Gu Hongming, a Malaysian Chinese scholar of the late Qing dynasty. This book was first published in 1915. Gu wrote in the preface that the object of this book was an attempt to interpret the spirit of the real Chinese people and show the value of the Chinese civilization. Gu's opinions were personal and confined to a certain time period in history. Yet, it offers an interesting viewpoint and a reference for its readers to consider and to understand the impact of Confucianism on the Chinese people and culture. Today, Mang Ling narrates The Spirit of the Chinese People Part 1, in which Gu started his discussion by summing up the demeanor of the Chinese people, which is gentleness. Enjoy.
The Spirit of the Chinese People, a paper that was to have been read before the Oriental Society of Peking. Let me first of all explain to you what I propose, with your permission, this afternoon to discuss. The subject of our paper I have called The Spirit of the Chinese People. I do not mean here merely to speak of the character or characteristics of the Chinese people. Chinese characteristics have often been described before, but I think you will agree with me that such description or enumeration of the characteristics of the Chinese people hitherto have given us no picture at all of the inner being of the Chinaman. Besides, when we speak of the character or characteristics of the Chinese, it is not possible to generalize. The character of the northern Chinese, as you know, is as different from that of the southern Chinese as the character of the Germans is different from that of the Italians. But what I mean by the spirit of the Chinese people is the spirit by which the Chinese people live, something constitutionally distinctive in the mind, temper, and sentiment of the Chinese people, which distinguishes them from all other people.